A number of cost-cutting measures at BEC expected to drive down bills for consumers and improve the corporation's financial position.
In fact, an initiative introduced a few months ago is already reaping dividends. Florence Carey has more.
The chairman of the Bahamas Electricity Corporation says there is a major decrease in the amount of overtime at that corporation. Excessive overtime at BEC continues to be a controversial issue with consumers, with the corporation paying out some $12 million a year or $1 million a month, according to Chairman Leslie Miller. However, Miller indicated that a new shift system implemented during the first 2 months of the year has resulted in overtime figures being reduced by $500,000.
In January, when we initiated a new program to insist that we cut overtime and insist that the managers be as sparingly as they can towards employees with this excess overtime as we take it to be, the figure increased to $774,000. With added pressure in February, the figure went to $474,000. So there was a decrease between January and February of some $300,000. It is the goal of this board and management that we keep our overtime at a minimum. And our goal for this year is really to keep the overtime around $300,000.
Accountability is another area the corporation is working to improve. Miller gave an example of 10 contract workers who were being paid some $700,000 a year in salaries.
Last week, Wednesday, in Parliament, I decided to add those figures up. I got the shock of my life. Some of those contractors' workers, the 10 contractors' workers, are averaging $2,200 a week. One guy was pulling as much as $2,700 a week as a contracted worker.
And with BEC paying out some $6 million a year in medical insurance for employees, Miller says that will also change in the coming months.
The directors have decided in collaboration with management that effective either May or June, we will ask the employees to make a contribution of 25% of the overall cost. In other words, each person would contribute 25%, and BEC would pay 75%. With the pension fund as well as the medical plan. Now you may ask, well,
now these cost-cutting measures will continue as the corporation moves to drive down costs and pass the savings on to consumers. Florence Carey, ZNS Network News.